back. A local organization in Burkina Faso is helping teenagers and young mothers plan their future, offering them support and giving them another opportunity to get education. Many girls have been chased away from their homes due to unplanned pregnancies.
It's early morning and Caroline Bazemo and other young mothers are getting their children ready for the day in Burkina Faso's second largest city, Bobo Dioulasso. These girls, aged between 16 to 24 years, had unplanned pregnancies. They live here in this center with their children. 22-year-old Caroline became pregnant when she was in her third year of high school. She's been living here for about 2.5 years. Her son is now 18 months old.
When my parents found out that I was pregnant, they chased me out of the house. I heard there was a woman who helps young pregnant girls. So I went to her house and told her my story, and she helped me. I stayed there until I gave birth, and now my child is growing by the day.
Caroline's story is all too common in Burkina Faso, where a quarter of all teenage girls fall pregnant, according to the Ministry of Health survey. Her situation reflects entrenched gender inequality in Burkina Faso, where adolescent girls face many hurdles as regards their development. The girls are often seen to have brought shame to their families and are discriminated against. In 2000, Rita Sanu founded the organization to discourage pregnant girls from abandoning their newborn babies or throwing them into toilets or rubbish bins.
Given that we don't have much resources, we try our best to find them small jobs like cleaning homes. We have created a small organization that provides cleaning and decoration services, and when we get booked for jobs, we hire these girls to do these jobs.
For 24-year-old Geneba Utara, life is a lot better now compared to 3 years ago when she first came to the organization seeking help. After she refused to marry the father of her child and was chased away from home. Today, Geneba runs a small stand at the local market where she sells fried fish, something that provides her with a little income.
And Joy Chiwoku, a women's rights activist, joins us on the program to talk more on that issue. You're welcome.
Thank you.
Well, let's take a look at Burkina Faso. The problem has been there for quite some time. While small organization that we've just heard, helping those girls, the government still has no program, for single mothers. Why is this?
I should think that it's a general African problem. They do have legislations making it mandatory for children not to be married, girls not to be married until they're 18. But like every African country, the willpower to effect this is not there. And but more importantly, I think the people should be able to engage government or government officials before they come into power. I think the problem remains that they haven't bought into it. They probably don't even know that this problem exists. And so they need to be educated. The civil rights organizations need to tackle them ahead of elections. And for those that are already there, they need to have programs to sit them down and engage them and let them know the enormity of these problems. I think if they have the passion to do something, they will have the willpower to do it.
I also think that these women continue to be ostracized by their families. How can that change, to reduce unwanted pregnancies and also induced abortion?
I think the problem of ostracizing them is even one. There's so many other problems. The people are ostracized mainly because they don't have family backup. No matter how bad a child is, if the parents accept the child and protect the child, the society will accept the child. So, but even where the family ostracizes the child and the society does the same, the government should be able to stand up to the responsibility to protect these children. And so I think the essential thing is that there has to be awareness creation. The government officials have to be informed on what they're doing, because these children, when they're not protected, these young women become a problem because they circle. They become mothers in the future, and they're going to treat their children the way they have been treated. And then like they always say, if you train a woman, you train a nation. They have to know the importance of training these girls, educating them to be able to become impact on the nation.
We both know that in Africa, sexual education remains a hindrance. I mean, it's not something that's common, and not to even mention contraception. So some places it's a taboo. You know, when we talk about prevention, what can we do?
I should think, for instance, people will readily say contraceptions. That alone too is looked at as is frowned out against. People think, I can't imagine anybody seeing a child, a girl of 16, 17, having contraceptive pills. They're going to think you're very wayward. I think the way out to getting this prevention remains educating these children and addressing the issues of, more importantly, the issues of tackling societal norms that promote early girl marriages. Once there should be legislations, the government should have laws that they're ready to enforce. It's not enough to say, don't do this. They should be able to enforce these laws. And if you even ask me, I think even putting it at age 18, that is so widely accepted globally, is even wrong. I can't imagine many girls at 18 years are in schools, secondary schools. They don't, especially these days, they don't even know their left from their right. Why will a girl of 18 be encouraged to marry, even legally, globally? So I think starting from even the age, legalized age, they have to review that. You shouldn't be married until you're probably 20, so that you can mature more and be able to even understand what you're going into. And having said that, I think the pressure, the human rights groups need to rise up to addressing so many segments of the society, so many stakeholders, the families, the parents, the communities, the government. They have a lot of work to do. They should be able to let every one of us know the danger, because there's so many dangers of health, having children when your body system is not ready to have children, not being able to have enough nutrition to make these children become healthy children in the future, and not even facing death when you are delivering the babies, and when they're delivered, what do they have in future? So there's a lot to be talked about. But I think more importantly, government should launch campaigns to be able. Zambia did something a few years back. They had a 3-year campaign plan to tackle child bride issues. I wouldn't know how much they succeeded, but it was an action plan for 3 years. I think government in Nigeria here is also prevalent. A state like Benue State, I'm made to understand that many girls drop out of school and they have children out of wedlock, and they don't go to school again. I know that a former principal of Queen's College did a book recently and talked about the need to even find out how make plans for these children, even the ones that get pregnant. They should have homes for them. Beyond having homes for them, they should take their children from them, put them in nurseries, and let the mothers go back to school. A lot of things have to be done.
I'm sure you also agree that days like the International Day of the Girl Child, also, is perhaps efforts to draw global attention to some of these things affecting the young girl.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you so much, Joy Chuoku, women's rights activist, for joining us on the program.
My pleasure. Thank you for inviting me.
Well, that's it on Network Africa. Many thanks for watching. I'm Millicent Walker.